business. Hello, folks. Welcome back. As always, I'm Fritz. We're doing some more Historic Brawl. Today's deck is Nalia D. Arnais. Nalia is a black-white commander, as you can probably see by just looking at the card. 3/3 for 3. Has a couple abilities, so we'll go over them real quickly. First off, you can look at the top card of your library at any time. Second of all, you can cast Cleric, Rogues, Warriors, and Wizard spells from the top of your library. And finally, whenever it's at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures get Death Touch until the end of the turn. So full party means having 4 creatures out, where at least one is a Cleric, one's a Rogue, one's a Warrior, one's a Wizard. And each creature can only count for one type. So if you have a Changeling out, that can only count as 1, even though it's all 4 at once. And that's pretty much exactly what this deck is going to be. Is going to be trying to set up and get that party effect, and then just swing in for a lot of damage. And to enable that, we have a couple things, but a lot of it is just basic, cheap little dudes, especially the ones that already work with party. So Archpriest of Iona, Seagate, Banneret. That's not really a party card, is it? We also have Changelings for support, so Changeling Outcast, Universal Automaton. Let me see where the other ones are. Faceless Agent. We've got, I think, Maskwood Nexus makes everything. And then outside of things that are like set up to either do the party for us, so Mage's Attendant, for example, gets us both a Rogue and a Wizard, whereas Squad Commander is just a Warrior and a bunch more Warriors. We have just good stuff. So we've got Kea the Inexorable, Ethereal Absolution. We got Blood on the Snow and Farewell, obviously. Let me see. We have Luminous Broodmoth as well, just to function basically as a big reanimation tool. And then but it's generally a pretty cheap aggressive deck. We have stuff like, Black Market Connections and Phyrexian Arena, but they're just there to give us a lot more cards. I think the only other one who doesn't really fit anything is we have Sheoldred in the deck, just because it's such a good card. That is pretty much everything about this deck. A lot of other small, like, good value removal for creatures. So, Dire Tactics, Swords to Plowshares, Fragment Reality, and then a little bit of reanimation with things like Phyrexian Reclamation. And I think that's kind of it, honestly, for the reanimation. That's not true. We also have Extraction Specialist. So, our goal is to just get out a full party of creatures, and then just swing in and smack them in the face as hard as possible until they die. So let's see how well we can actually get that done, shall we? The lands are also nothing special. It's sort of the typical spread that I usually do, which is mostly you just put in all of this stuff that can enter untapped or has conditional untaps. It does have Snowlands and Faceless Haven. I don't think those are on the deck list in the description, so I might just update that because I added those kind of last minute. But yeah, it's been a relatively fun deck to play. I don't know how powerful it is overall, but I've mostly enjoyed playing it. All right, Vraska, Golgari Queen, aka -3, destroy target non-land permanent with mana cost 3 or less. That could be a little difficult. Are you a 4-drop? You are. So this is... We've got 2 drops. We don't have any ramp. I'm gonna mulligan this. It's a little bit... that's actually not much better. I'll keep for the moment. Yeah. Oh man. I am excited for tomorrow. Everybody knows what happens tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, Brothers War comes out. And it is gonna be interesting. We'll see if anybody is in the chat or drops by the chat at some point. If there's anything you're excited in Brothers War, let me know. I went out and did a pre-release draft earlier. It was actually, not today, but yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah. No. Yesterday or 2 days ago. Strike target creature 2 power or less. I'll take a blood token. That -3 is going to come out next turn. And probably to hit whatever I play. So I'm going to throw Nalia out. That can only hit Ethereal Absolution, right? Yeah. So I think we'll see that hit Ethereal Absolution. I wonder... We'll see what's going to happen here. This could be interesting. I might try to save... That's just going to be Binding of the Old Gods. Get rid of... Nalia, yeah. Oh, man. Red-black gets a... Not red-black. Green-black gets a lot of really good removal. They know everything that's here. Anything I discard is just going to be gone for good. The Yawgmoth might make them pause on just blowing up Phyrexian Reclamation. Let's do that. Though, honestly, if this game was going to go well, I would have liked to have just had sort of like a broader level of aggro and just playing something every single turn. That's usually what makes this go well. But yeah, the Brothers War comes out. I'm excited for that. I've applied to be part of the creator program, though I didn't hear anything back. I don't know how long it would take to hear something back, if I'm being honest. I'm assuming it's probably going to have to be at least a little bit. So that is something with 2 mana or less. Let's give up that temporarily as a bluff. Oh, that's quite good. That creature can't attack or block. End turn. So I'm kind of expecting something specific to happen. I'm hoping they will play this Vraska at some point. But it looks like they're just gonna, if they're just gonna keep ramping, I'm gonna have to just go on a counteroffensive. I also may try to go punch in for Hive with the Eye Tyrant just to get rid of that, so I don't have to deal with Binding of the Old Gods again. This doesn't look like it's going to be recursing stuff too much. You gonna play Vraska now? Close enough. We'll do Graph. They don't know about Extraction Specialist, so we'll do Graph Reaver. Alright. We'll do Graph Reaver. We'll sack itself. Okay, I really need some more lands. That's the one thing that's felt weird about this deck, is that it's felt like I haven't been able to draw any creatures. I guess I'll just sit back. But right now I'm probably just going to lose off of damage from Junji. Because I don't got my hard removal. Really feels like I should have it. I guess I'll just have to play Nighthawk Scavenger. Come on, do something. Play Vraska. Alternately, alright, fine. So now they have to play Vraska. There's just no other choice. But I don't love that I'm just getting dumped. I should probably just played that earlier. Soul Shatter. The highest mana value. Okay. Yeah, that's... Alright, so now they'll play Vraska. They'll remove Nighthawk Scavenger, which is a bit annoying. Oh, I can't block that? Well, I'll just block that then. Menace. Oops. Now you're going to play Vraska? Though even Farewell at this point won't save me from that. One more land would let me play 2 creatures, which would let me do like Faceless Agent and Graph Reaver, which might be good. Still not a huge amount. Strike Heart Creature. Oh, I'm just going to play this. So they have 8 in the air, right? 8 across the board. Interesting. I am kind of surprised they didn't just... We'll see. Oh, they must have gotten something big. Yeah, that would do it. Pulchro. So that's only a 4-drop. What are they going to fetch for 3? We'll swing this in one turn. Still a pretty bad position to be in. Painted Adversary. Yeah. So if I don't draw a blue hard white, I am pretty hosed after this turn. Oh man, you would have been useful last turn. Alright, let's see if I can think of any ways to do anything dumb. Well, I can do this. And then I can do you. Can't draw any more cards, though. That is lifelink. So they at least have to hit me on the ground. Yeah, I just didn't get any of my early draw stuff. It's a little disappointing. And then I just got weirdly mana screwed. Maybe I think the big mistake I made was like trying to play around Vraska. I should have just played everything enforced. Full aggro. Alright, so we know that for game 2. I've been testing this deck a bit, but I'm thinking now that I'm saying it out loud, I think the issue is I didn't play aggressively enough. Go for some more games, though. I don't know if there's I don't think there's a Historic Brawl tournament this week. If there is, unfortunately, I'm not going to be participating, just because my schedule... So that's the other thing. My schedule's going to be a little bit different this week. Obviously, there's today's stream, but then there will be Brothers War stream stuff tomorrow, complete with a very special thumbnail that I think is very funny, but is honestly probably just really stupid. Actually, no, fuck that. It's funny. It's funny, and I'm funny, and this thumbnail is very clever, and you'll see it, and you'll be like, wow, he's very clever. We got Brothers War tomorrow, and then we've got another stream on Thursday, and then I will be not doing anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It may not be a stream next Monday. We'll have to see. I am going on vacation. Not from this stuff, because this isn't like my actual job, but I am going on a brief vacation from my real job. We got base camp. I probably should not have kept this. We got Thoughtseize, we got Wrath of God, if I draw into some more lands. Let's see. Rabble Rousing, Kite, Doomscar, Back Alley Gardener. I'm getting rid of that. They don't have green, though, so I don't know how they were planning on playing it. Base Camp. Elias Ilkor. How is that pronounced? Is that Elas Ilkor? Or... Alright. Punch in the face. This is probably not super relevant, this game, but it might have some purposes. I already have a Cleric. I'm going to not play it right now, but I will play it at the end of next turn. Alright. Surprised they played that instead of playing it as a land. That'll present a problem for them. I think that letting them get their last color of mana is probably a bad idea. So I'm just not going to. We'll probably see them discard 2 and dig. They probably don't want to, but like if they had other colors mana, I feel like they would have played it earlier. Yep. Oh, Rope Line Attendant. Apparently there's some nutty combo you can do with that. Ooh, Curse of Hospitality. I feel inhospitalized. This is the one downside to base camp, is that I cannot cast this Esper Sentinel. Did I just miss lethal? I don't think I missed lethal, but... Oh, I just missed 3 damage with that. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, cool. That's not as bad as I thought it was. Cool. And we'll take that game. So, we're 1-1. That's not too bad. I'll have to see if I stream late enough if some more people show up. Well, this may not be the longest stream ever today. Just because I need to chat with somebody and figure out some details about what I'm doing for vacation. So, that needs to happen. I'm so excited for Brothers War, though. Retro artifacts are going to be really cool. They're going to be so cool. I know a lot of them are actually already in Arena, but there's a lot of other stuff that isn't, and I'm so excited to see how that actually plays out. I'm also... So there's like a content creator program where you can, like... You don't actually get anything out of it, as far as I can tell. You get effectively, like, a day earlier worth of access. Let's do Snow-Covered Swamp here. To, like, be able to see some of the stuff that people do. They're just going to get removed. Interesting. That's... I wonder if they have negate. Interesting choice to just play a body. We're going to do a Jono. Phyrexian Arena. I probably should have just done the Nighthawk Scavenger, but I feel like the Arena will give me enough length. Let's go Temple of Silence. Yep. Leave you there. Let's see if we see a counter. We do not. Ooh, key to the no fun allowed. I wonder if I should just blow that up. Let's see what they discard first. Yeah, it doesn't have Menace Mate. Alright, base camp. That's a rogue, that's a cleric, that's a warrior. I'm missing wizard. This is such a cool commander, but I wish there were, like, easier ways to use it. We'll see if it's going to be a board wipe this turn. If it is, I think it's actually, unfortunately, worth letting them keep Key to the Archive in exchange for Phyrexian Arena. That's one thing I could go look for, is warriors that remove artifacts. I think I have one. I have the Relentless Cather. But that's not quite enough, really. There's my cleric. No, but I needed a wizard. I'm gonna do Coveted Prize. Let's see if this gets... It does get countered. Alright. Let's go grab... Maybe grab Ethereal Absolution. Just keep punching them. Oh, that means they've got a board wipe, though. Yeah, I misread. I saw it like a second late. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have Manlands in just a moment. Reclamation Stage. Okay, so now there's no reason to not just crack out the Cleansing Nova next turn. I might do Ethereal Absolution instead, though. Yeah, I'm going to do this for right now. Because there's nothing they can... hopefully they don't have another, like, easy removal thing in hand. I have Swords to Plowshares for the first cast of Yarnock. It's the next sets of them that I'm kind of scared about. Hey, there's our wizard. Alright, let's get rid of you, start. Go away. Don't come back. Wizard, Cleric, Warrior, Rogue. Let's do this. And hopefully they don't have another piece of board wipe. They do not. So... and Cleric. The party is assembled. Let's get it rolling. My stuff's indestructible at this point until end of turn, regardless of what they do, so... and it looks like what they do is declare no blockers and give up the game. Cool. I'll take another one. We'll take a solid W. Let's see. They might be a slightly shorter streak. Like I said, it's going to be shorter than usual. How long will I play? Tomorrow will probably be a little bit longer than usual, just because I'm planning to try to play a bunch of draft and sealed. If you want to see me be super salty, tomorrow's going to be the time to tune in, because I just poison as a human. Okay, we're against a rat deck. I need... that's good, but I don't have... I have the 1 white. I have 2 white. I'm going to keep this. I think this could work. Given that that can't block, do I want it as a 2-1 more than I want it as a 2? Alright. Alright, so we have Cleric, Warrior, Rogue. We have no Wizard. Oh, but you're a Wizard. So that's everybody. So... yeah, I'm going to play this now. So I'm assuming this is standard rats, which means basically their entire deck is the rat that gets bigger when you play more rats. Alright, let's do... Clement. Oh. Okay. I'll take it. Easy win. Easy win. Oh, what do we get? Human soldier. ETBs. I don't think I had some of those before. Let's do another one. So I guess while I'm doing this, I might as well talk about how the draft went. It went pretty well. I actually did a little write-up on it for the blog. I went 4-0. It was very weird playing Magic in person for the first time in 7 years. There's a subsection of that write-up that I cut out for reasons. It'll go up at some point in the future. So there's a part of it that I would very much like to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about yet until I do a little bit more investigation. The set itself is going to be very interesting. I think it's one of the most highly... like, what's the term? Maybe not top-heavy. I don't know what the term for it is. What it means is that there's a bajillion, like, 8/8, 10/10 creatures in it. It's a big set. It is a set of chunky boys. And it's going to be very interesting to see how that actually plays out. Especially in, like, semi-limited formats. My strategy for it, the reason I went 4-0 is I looked at it and I was like, okay, I don't have any of the cards I would need to, like, ramp into these big creatures. Everyone else is probably going to be able to do that. And since I can't do that, my plan instead is going to be like, okay, you can have your ramp. I'm just going to go and play a bunch of not so much. I played all red-black, right? Red-black and cheap stuff. Like, everything in my deck could be played for under 4 mana. I was just like, okay, I'll just try to blitz you down before I lose the game. Like, you can work on assembling your war machine. I'm going to just stab you in the face with 2 1s. And that worked pretty well. That said, there were some games that definitely could have gone either way. I'm trying to think what maybe not like the best example of it, but meaningful games where that happened. There was a red-blue deck. Like, so the 3 decks I faced, there was like blue-white control that had open to Planeswalker. So that was just very powerful. There was, let's see, do I need to have a mana open next turn? Not yet. So, sorry, 1 second. So I have Warrior, Rogue, Cleric. I need Wizard, but I don't have it yet. Next to combat. There was, so the game 1 was a blue-white deck that had a very big Planeswalker. I went 2-1. It was a little bit close on both sides, but there was a game where they managed to eke out life gain before I could do too much about it. And when they got that life gain, it was like, there's no real options from my side, right? It's like, okay, yep, you now have, do I want to remove you? That's probably going to be used to fetch another land, right? Where are my mods? Hide user on this channel. Report. I'm going to have to... pass to attackers. I think... Well, let's do that. That's my wizard. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out a better solution to dealing with some of these spam bots. That's kind of pathetic that they don't have an actual good way to detect those. I could turn on has to be subscribed for 1 minute or something. Or maybe do a mod queue. Whatever. If YouTube doesn't have an algorithm to deal with these, then that's just pathetic. Anyway, back to the draft. So game one sort of went either I just ran them down quickly enough and didn't really go super close to the end. And then match 2 was red-blue. That one felt like it could have gone both ways because my opponent was red-blue combat tricks. So they were about parity with me in terms of just speed of the deck going online. I'll keep. Yeah, I've got a human. I've got the heart removal. Cave of the Frost Dragon. That game felt like it was about parity. Game... Interesting. But that one I eked out a win. Matches 3 and 4 were against green-white, and I think green-white-red. But they both played pretty similar. Let's do Humiliate. Let's go see what this person was trying to hide. I think that the obvious choice here is Dark Ritual, right? Oh, they wouldn't even been able to cast it. Maybe I should have gotten Fabro Elder. They top decked Chromatic Lantern. That is not great for me. Let's do this. We'll have to do Snow-Covered Swamps next turn. Okay, there's Rite of Oblivion. That's kind of useful. I should probably hit the Lantern with that, though, unfortunately. Never mind. I'm going to have to hit the first sliver with that. Guess... Oh, I didn't... Oops. Oops. Hopefully they go, oh, this must be a bluff. Nope, I messed that up. Alright. Well, that's out of commission for a brief moment, but not long enough. And I should have played Temple of Silence. Yeah, I still don't have any white. They're going to be able to start ramping pretty aggressively from here. Okay, so that'll be useful in one turn. So that taps for... Just call it among mana you control. That taps for 2, that taps for 1, but it gives them all the colors they want. I feel like this is a mistake, but I want to play Mothra this turn. We'll see if that works out. Well, they get another one. What'd they get? Honestly, it could have been way worse. No blocks. 2, 3. I think I'll be able to get rid of 2 things. Let's do... Let me think about this. I need to use... Okay, so let's play Temple of Silence this turn for starters. That can stay there. 2, 4, 5, 6. I gotta get rid of both. So... Let's get rid of... Fabro Elder. Well. Is that a flash? No, it doesn't. That's annoying. No tax and turn. But that's at 9. 5, 6. That's 9. That's gonna come out again. Crud. I've got Cloud Shredder, which I don't love, but at least I know it's there already. It's Belligerent. Belligerent is Menace. That's a problem as well. What they hit this time? Skycurve Relic? Honestly, could have been way worse. Let's see. That I really don't like, though. I just gotta take 7. I can either do Seagate, Rite of Oblivion, or I can save for Siegfried. Let's do Seagate and hold this. I don't think they have any protection spells. And then we'll Rite of Oblivion Omniscience, though that may not be enough. Yep, here comes Belligerent. That sucks. I guess this is the 5-color good stuff equivalent of Slivers. I gotta say, this is the first time I've seen Omniscience in a Sliver deck, though. Not thrilled about that. Cast cards from your hand without paying their mana cost, right? So it's not just... yeah. Oh, that's a sliver now because of Maskwood. Yeah, that is probably enough, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't have 2 blockers in the air. I'm concerned, though, if those chat messages actually... I wonder if there's a way I can... What if there's another way to tweak this so that that does not actually become a problem? If you got ideas, let me know in the comments. Perfect world, it would be having mods, right? But I usually don't have enough. If I had more viewers, then I'd just pick people who are like regular viewers and promote them to mods. And then just have them ban those folks instantly. But that still doesn't solve the problem. Like, how do you... This must be a solved issue. Can you... Let's see. This is incredibly unhelpful. This isn't a search admin tool for parents trying to control. Unhelpful. Only members, only live commentary, assigned moderators. Yep, okay. Let's see what these... Okay, so I think I see some settings, community. This is taking a hot minute to find a match, but that's okay, because I can use this. Channel dashboard. YouTube Studio from the left. Click settings, community. There we go. Settings. Community. Yeah. Select words. They mostly all link to the same one, right? Maybe I can block. This is so dumb. Also, I think something might have broken. I'm gonna give this one more second while I fix some things. Okay, so this is stupid, but nobody's gonna be able to say that's so dumb. Alright, 1 second. That seems to have busted. Let's try that again. Maybe they're making Brothers War go live early. You know? Oh. I have 281 watch hours in the last week. Well, I don't like saying, oh, I got to X subscribers ever, because the second I say that, I always, like, 1 or 2 people unsub, and it's like, oh, okay. I see how it is. Also because my friends who are subscribed are like, hey, we'll fuck with you by unsubscribing. This seems bugged. I think it's time for a reset. Yes. And if that does not fix it, then you can all admire my incredible art in the background while I try to reset this. That's a little unusual. I have not encountered this before. I wonder, it's probably just something weird that broke in the back end. There we go. Okay. No. Oh, that's bad. That's especially bad if we're seeing this the day before release of a new set. Oh, all right. Time to stretch. Posture check. Shrimp check. Stand up. Look at yourself reflected in the single window of your apartment, wearing your goofy-ass VTuber sweatshirt, the giant skull on it. Do some stretches. Admire the tooltips. As you drag a spell over the battlefield, the lands that will be tapped to... Oh, it's gone. The tremendous coastal forest, the Yamiwawa, has a collective consciousness and remembers the harm it has suffered at the hands of artificers. In the heart of Yamiwawa, the largest and oldest Manigoth trees grow nearly a mile high. Do some stretches. All right, what else? If I can't do any more magic, what should I try to do some Pokemon? If you want to see me try to do some Pokemon, grind that out. I can always do that. Well, other options is that I end the stream now and switch over to streaming Shadows over Loathing. I'm not sure anybody's watching. All right. It's not particularly good content if I just sit here while this is broken. I'm going to give this one more chance. And if I can't get it to work, I'm going to call it a day on the stream and wrap this one up. I might stream some other stuff in just a few minutes. Or at least in like an hour or so from now. But if I can't get this functioning, I can't get it functioning. And I'm not going to sit around and waste people's time on that. So I do apologize if anybody is still here and hoping to see me play some more Magic, but this is just not. All right, we'll try to give it one more shot. I was hoping to stream for about an hour. Maybe we can get a game this time. But I imagine their coordinator went down. Let me see if I can... All right. Now it seems back up. Okay. We'll do 3 or 4 more games. And then we will call it for today. So Vadric is instants and sorceries, so you don't do too much. If I had one more land, this is not a terrible... I'm going to keep. Swamp. But yeah, I think maybe we'll do one or... We'll go until I get one more win, and then we'll call the stream for today. Let's do that, and let's play... So we've got Cleric, Rogue, Wizard, Rogue, Warrior on 3. If I can find it. If I get one more land, this could turn on really quickly, but if I don't get that one more land, boy howdy am I hosed. I wonder if I should have played this in advance. Okay, caves, that's good. Let's do... So that's going to be Rogue and Wizard. That's Warrior. Let's do this. Because it gives me a counter for non-creatures. I'd rather not do it, but I will have access to it. Okay. One more land would have been quite good. Let's do Weatherlight and Universal Automaton instead. That's a full party. I don't think he'll chump trade with these two. Lost Veil seems cool. wonder if he's about to give it Menace. Way to punch through. Nope, he's just equipping it for stats. Okay. No, he's going for it. Alright, I'll chump. That's not land. I don't want it. That's land, though. So is it 2 or more to transform? That's what I need to avoid? This might be a very short end of the stream if this person does not have Wrath of God or Anger of the Gods. Not Wrath of God. What's the red version of it? Oh, but they can just go get Anger of the Gods. I'll still have some board presence, though, and that might be enough to actually turn on Weatherlight. But I will not have enough to sustain anything else. But this game's not over yet. There's definitely an out card for them. Actually, maybe there isn't. I can sack the wizard to counter a non-creature spell. Anger of the Gods, I think, would be their best play. Alternately, if there's anything that... Oh, that's a kicker. What else is in the format that they can counter with? They need a little bit more mana. If they have one more land... Yeah. Galvanic Iteration, Karn's Temporal Sundering. Oh, I guess I'll let them do that. I should not have let them done that. I don't have much of a choice, though. So... Why is that 4 cheaper? Shouldn't that have been 2 mana still? If I counter this... doesn't make much of a difference. I think I already missed my window. I'll keep that there. Man, I think... Well... Oh, man. Kind of a billion mana to work with. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and instants and sorceries cost 1 less. Yeah, I just got dumpstered. No, I guess they did. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a good trick. I didn't think of putting equipment on Vadric just to do stuff. Oh, man. Alright, am I going to get another turn this game? Because right now it's not looking like it. Okay, well, what should I have done differently? I should have tried to counter that first draw spell that they played. Force them to pay an extra blue. That would have made a difference. I didn't do that early enough. I let them draw the cards. Yeah, now they can go... Yep. It's going to be quite bloody. So now they'll go invent and search for... Yeah, they'll go invent. Search for an instant into sorcery. Grab an extra turn. Hit me for 15. Yep. Oh, Brass's Bounty. Wonder why they tapped for white earlier. Yep, you've got a billion treasure. Oh, you just have lethal, right? Yeah. They can just cast Explosion for lethal. Or they can just hit me for lethal damage. Okay, cool. We got thrashed. That fucking sucked. Oh, man. Um, let's see. Ooh, crud. Okay. So this is probably... Do I keep this? This would be great if I had, like, if these were black mana, but they're not. Free mulligan. This is not good. Let's keep, because we're not going to get a much better opening, and at least we're on the play. So this is Adeline. It's probably the hyper aggro deck. It's effectively a tier 1 deck, though they didn't play anything on turn 1, so maybe I'm completely wrong. That was dumb of me. Alright, so the misplay counter now stands at 1. Alright, snow-covered plains. Let's do this actually instead. And I'm going to buff you so that I have more on board hitting power. Usually this drops, like, there's 1 drops and 2 drops, and that's just out immediately. So that is Cleric, Rogue. Got a lot of rogues, but I need other stuff. I'll have enough mana to do Thwart the Grave. I'm going to play Shelladrad here. I think I pronounce that card differently every time I say its name. Shelladrad, Ol Shelly, Sheldrodrid, Lay Shells, the Worm Lady. Oh, that's spicy. We're not going in for it, though. Let's do you. And then let's do... Okay, I'm going to do this. They can jump block it. It probably wouldn't be the bad choice to do that, but what I'm then going to do is just loses 1 life and draws a card and sacks a creature. Let's discard. Get you back in just a minute. I don't need you, right? No, Cleric. You're my wizard. I wouldn't use a warrior. I'm gonna get rid of you just because you're the cheapest. I can always get it back with Thwart the Grave. Yep. And that's game. Well, I thought it was going to be 10 more minutes, but that was much faster. Still got to wrap up the rest of this stream, though. So let's do that. Radiant Grace. So as always, before we actually end the stream, there is an important part of this, which is tier list. Close this out. So where do I want to put Nalia? I don't think I'm using this card to its full potential, honestly. I think probably the big part of it is being able to look at the top of your deck. There's a couple common and uncommon changelings that I haven't crafted that would probably go well. If B tier is Lucamina, who's pretty meh. Where would I put Nalia? I think Nalia is probably going to go. It's either low A or high B. I just don't know which one it should be. Low A tier, high B tier. You know, if Sharon can go in A tier for enabling one combo while being super wonky, I think Nalia is a perfectly decent tribal leader to go in A tier. That's more off making an interesting deck and probably a little bit less off straight power, honestly. Like it should go like right here. If nowhere else. Sharon has a redeeming factor in that he's got a really cool combo. But it doesn't feel right to put it in with Lucamina. It's just kind of fine, but not great. So I'm going to say A tier. Yeah, anyway, Brothers War. It comes out tomorrow. I will be playing a bunch of sealed stuff for it. You should step by and watch. As always, if you like my stuff, please subscribe. If you hate my stuff, please let me know what I can do better. If you have things you'd like to see or watch, please comment and all that. So something, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'm legally obligated to say that, but not really, but I really need to. I do hate shilling for my stuff, but I hate people not watching my videos even more. That's going to be all from me for today. So until next time, which is probably going to be tomorrow, take care, and we'll see you then.